midnight everything is softer than it seems. Even all the lies we told ourselves feel like half-remembered dreams. You're lying on my pillow, tracing cracks along the wall, saying if the world ends quietly, I hope it feels like this, that's all. If this is all we get, just a fragile little spell of borrowed breath. Let it be after midnight soft, where the city hum just rocks us off to rest. We don't have to call it love. If that word is too much weight, we can just be here and let the dark decide our fate. You talk about the people you've been trying to forget, how their shadows keep on showing up in every cigarette. I tell you that your sadness looks like something I could hold, like a snow globe full of tiny storms that never learn to let go. If this is all we are, two conspirators against the coming dawn. Let it be after midnight soft, where the questions fade and all the noise is gone. We don't have to name the ache or pretend we're not undone. We can be a quiet secret, written for just one. If we wake up strangers when the sunlight hits our skin, I won't call that a disaster, just a night we got to win. If this is all we get, I'll still thank the empty room for what it kept you after midnight soft, breathing steady like the world had one regret. We don't have to call it love for it to mean something deep. I'll just keep this memory where the best of me can sleep.
I heard to say on the walk back to your door, but they scattered like the raindrops on your parents' kitchen floor. You were standing with your suitcase, eyes already far away, and I knew that every argument had led us to that day. All I meant to say was I'm scared of life without you. Not going, I'll be fine. I never needed you. All I meant to do was ask if we could start again, but my pride got in the way, and now I only talk to you. Empty rooms and broken yesterdays. Our friends ask how you doing, like there's answers I would know, but I only see your shadow on the streets we used to go. I keep stumbling on reminders of the person I became when I let you carry every part of me I was too scared to name. All I meant to say was I'm sorry I was distant, not do whatever you want. I'm used to your resistance. All I meant to do was stay when things got hard, but I folded into silence and you folded into gods. If you ever hear this song in some random cafe, I hope you know it's just my heart trying to find a better way to tell you all the things I never said back then. Not to pull you backwards, just to finally make amends. All I meant to say is I loved you more than fear. I was just too proud to let you see me disappear. All I meant to do was hold on to your hand, but I let go too early, didn't understand. If you're happier without me, I won't ask you to stay. This is just the goal. All I meant to say. I saw you in the April window light, half awake and wrapped in blankets, hair a mess but shining bright. You were humming some old song you didn't know the words to, making up the lines and somehow everyone fit you. You said I'm not a morning person with a sleepy little frown, but you still made coffee for us both, you never let me down. I watched the sunlight paint your face in quiet yellow lines and thought, if this is all I get, I think I'll still be fine. 'Cause you're my April window light, soft and warm and never trying to be right. You don't have to fix a single thing, just being here is everything. If the world feels too much like a fight, I'll come home to your April window light. You talk about the future like it's something we can grow from grocery lists and little jokes and plans that never show. We mess up all the recipes and laugh until we cry. You say we're kind of hopeless, I say yeah, but we still try. You tell me that you're scared, you're just too simple to be loved. Not a movie, not a highlight, just a person waking up. But darling, all the fireworks can't hold a hand like you. I don't need a spectacle, I just want something true. You're my April window light, showing up in all my ordinary nights. You don't have to change your glow, you're enough the way you are, you know. If I ever lose my way outside, I'll come back to your April window light. If the rain decides to stay for 7 days in a row, we'll build a little fortress out of pillows, close the door. We don't have to save the world or make it understand. We can just exist and hold each other's hand.
I saw you in the April window light, half awake and wrapped in blankets, hair a mess but shining bright. You were humming some old song you didn't know the words to, making up the lines and somehow everyone fit you. You said I'm not a morning person, with a sleepy little frown, but you still made coffee for us both, you never let me down. I watched the sunlight paint your face in quiet yellow lines, and thought if this is all I get, I think I'll still be fine. 'Cause you're my April window light, soft and warm and never trying to be right. You don't have to fix a single thing, just being here is everything. If the world feels too much like a fight, I'll come home to your April window light. You talk about the future like it's something we can grow, from grocery lists and little jokes and plans that never show. We mess up all the recipes and laugh until we cry. You say we're kinda hopeless, I say yeah, but we still try. You tell me that you're scared, you're just too simple to be loved. Not a movie, not a highlight, just a person waking up. But darling, all the fireworks can't hold a hand like you. I don't need a spectacle, I just want something true. You're my April window light, showing up in all my ordinary nights. You don't have to change or glow, you're enough the way you are, you know. If I ever lose my way outside, I'll come back to your April window light. If the rain decides to stay for 7 days in a row, we'll build a little fortress out of pillows, close the door. We don't have to save the world or make it understand. We can just exist and hold each other's hand. You're my April window light, my favorite color in a grayscale life. If I only get one quiet song to sing about where I belong, I'll sing about your sleepy eyes and how they made the morning rise. You my April window light, you my April window light.
You said you changed, but you still drive like every heart's a crash test. Words like yellow lights, you blow through them then call it honest. You keep your conscience in the glove box with your pride. Only take it out when you need somewhere to hide. I had to put my emotional seatbelt on every time you came around. You were swerving through my boundaries like the rules were just a sound. Now I'm finally out the car, watching you speed off in the dark. And for once I'm not the one calling that mess love. You quoted poets you'd half read, like that made you deep, then laughed about my therapist and told me I was too complete. You loved me most when I was breaking, easier to rearrange, then left me like a playlist you got tired of on the train. So So I put my emotional seatbelt on every time you said my name. Felt my stomach drop at every twist inside your games. Now I'm standing on the side, watching you rewrite the past, telling someone new you never meant to crash. I hope someday you realize not everyone will call it fun to hold on while you weaponize the damage that was done. But it won't be my job to teach you how to care. I'm too busy breathing where there's finally clean air. I took off my emotional seatbelt when I stepped out of your car. Turns out steady ground wasn't something you could offer. Now my hands don't shake when someone says they'll stay, 'cause I'm done mistaking whiplash for a beautiful mistake.
I used to fold my heart up like a letter never sent. Kept my sentences in pencil just in case I should repent. Then you came with patient hands and asked if you could read every margin, every scribble I was sure you didn't need. If my life is just a story written in a shaking hand, you're the part where I stop running and decide to finally stand. If forever is a promise that no human can get through, then I'll just say this: I want every page with you. Trace the lines beside my eyes like they're your favorite poetry. Say these are all the places where you've laughed yourself to sleep. You hold the scars like commas in a sentence still in bloom. Not the end of something broken, just a pause that made more room. If my days are dog-eared pages in a book that's often lost, you're the bookmark I keep finding when I think I've paid the cost. If I never find the language for the depth of what is true, then let my quiet choices be the proof I choose you. And the ink begins to blur, will you still sit here beside me while I stumble through my words? If forever is too fragile for a mouth like mine to hold, I can promise this instead while both our hearts are beating bold. Every chapter that I'm given, every line that I get through, I will spend them like a blessing, getting closer into you. We drew a perfect circle on a fogged up kitchen pane. Said as long as we fit in this, we'll be okay. But every year the glass got colder, steam refused to stay, and all our careful little shapes just slipped away. You held your breath at every question, I held mine at every fine. We turned our backs on simple kindness, called it giving each other time. Now we're fading at the edges, like a photograph too long in someone else's sun. We were brilliant in the center, but the corners gave up one by one. I still trace the ghost of us in every mirror that I pass. The faces are unfinished, and the glass can't hold us back. We left our sweaters on the hallway chair, halfway between leaving and living there. You slept with all the curtains closed. I stayed awake rehearsing all the things I'd never know. We used to light the room with every laugh. Now every joke just folded in on what we didn't have. You touched my shoulder like a stranger, afraid of their own hands. I watched the future we'd imagined slip like water through your plans. Now we're fading at the edges, like a painting left too long out in the rain. We were vivid for a moment, now the colors barely remember our names. I still reach for what we were in every shadow that I cast, but the outlines are unfinished, and they're learning not to ask. Maybe love is not a thing we fail at or we keep, but a house that only ever meant to hold us while we sleep. If we wake up in the rubble, that doesn't mean we never dreamed. It just means the dawn was heavier than anything it seemed. So we're fading at the edges, and that's the part that hurts the least. 'Cause in the center of my chest, still as sharp as broken teeth, I'll let the years sand down the lines till we're a softer kind of past. Just a story I can tell myself without breaking like the glass.
I grew up on movie scenes where every girl fell into him. Never saw the way my heartbeat tripped when she walked in. I thought there was something wrong with how my stomach flipped. Took me years to name it right and let it leave my lips. Now you're sitting on my carpet with your eyeliner half gone, talking about some guy who never texts you back till dawn. I'm nodding like a therapist, but my thoughts are somewhere else, wondering what it'd feel like if you talked about yourself. 'Cause I've got a thing for different outfits for a party. I won't crash, spinning in the mirror like you're terrified you'll clash. You ask me which one's better and I joke they're both a crime, 'cause either way I'm suffering when you walk out of my sight. You send me blurry selfies from a bathroom with bad light, apologizing for your face like you don't look just right. If you saw you like I see you, you'd never hide your smile. You'd know every freckle is a universe in style. I've got a thing for girls like you who apologize for taking up the view. You say you're kind of average, but the room bends when you move. I've been staring at the proof. Maybe one day I'll be brave enough to say it to your face, that the love you keep on chasing has been sitting in this place, holding every broken story like it's something to behold. I've been yours in ways you haven't been told. I've got a thing for girls like you, and by that I mean it's only you. If you ever start to wonder who could see you in our run, check your messages at midnight. I'm the always open one. I've got a thing for you, and I think I always do.
Before you I was orbiting whatever light I thought I'd earned, a satellite of broken things and patterns I could not unlearn. Then you appeared, a little star in an overcrowded sky, and somehow all the constellations started rearranging in my mind. There's a gravity in you that pulls my scattered pieces into place. Every wound and every wonder, every doubt and every grace. If the universe is endless and we're just passing through, then I'm grateful that my tiny life got caught in the gravity of you. I used to think the love was just a metaphor for losing ground, for giving up your access till you couldn't hear your sound. But you turned all my spinning into something I could hold, like the planets learned to dance instead of trembling in the cold. There's a gravity in you that keeps me from just drifting into space. Every time my fear escapes me, you're the force that gives it weight. If starlight is just history traveling to reach my view, then every glow I ever see reminds me it's you too. If someday this whole sky collapses and the stars forget their names, I will still recall the moment when you whispered mine the same. There's a gravity in you, not a chain but something kind, pulling all my scattered lifetimes into one coherent line. If I only get one orbit before everything is through, I'll gladly spend my borrowed spin in the gravity of you.
You left the porch light on in case I changed my mind. Said if you ever need to talk, you know where I'll be tonight. But I was stubborn in my anger, too in love with being right. So I walked home in the dark instead of stepping to the light. If I ever find the courage to admit that I was wrong, would you still be by the window, or would you finally move on? Leave the light outside. I'm not ready to come in. I'm still learning how to face the mess I made of everything. Our photos on the fridge have slowly all been taken down. I keep the frames but not the smiles, they hurt too much to have around. I told all of our friends that we just grew apart, but the truth is I got scared and then I broke your open heart. If I ever knock at 2 a.m. with rain upon my clothes, would you open up the door and tell me I should go? Leave the light outside, let it spill onto the street. I'll sit beneath it like an exile, learning how to breathe. I don't expect forgiveness like a prize I get to win. I just wanna say I'm sorry for the way I let you in, and then disappeared inside my fear without a word to spare. You deserve someone who's staying, someone braver than I dare. If you never take me back, I'll understand and let it be. But I'll always hope your porch light finds a softer soul than me. Leave the light outside for the person on the way. I'll be somewhere in the shadows, learning not to run away.
You called me from a bus stop with your headphones in. Said I'm kinda losing it, but I don't know where to begin. I could hear the traffic humming like a nervous second voice. You laughed and said I always talk to you when I've got no choice. I've been writing little love songs with your name half crossed, changing all the pronouns so they don't know what you cost. But every time you say my name, my chest lights up in red, like the missed calls on my screen when I fall asleep instead. Maria on the line, tell me that you're coming over. Say you've got the time, we can watch the stupid shows you like, and I'll pretend I don't mind. If you ever feel alone inside your pretty crowded life, you can always stay in mine. You told me about the boyfriend that you don't know how to leave, how you keep on shrinking small enough to fit his little dreams. I wanted to say pick me, I'd never asked for less of you, but all that came out was yeah, that really sucks. I know it's true, so I dye my hair in colors that you said you once adored, and I learn your miss the last train home. I stay awake and listen just to hear you breathe alone. Maria on the line. You say you're such a mess and I say that's just fine. We can split a carton of cheap ice cream and pretend we're doing fine. If you ever want a life where you can finally take up space, you can always share it with. If I ever find the courage to admit what this could be, will you laugh it off as panic, or will you look at me and see that every joke and every favor was a quiet little sign that I've been yours in ways you never had to try? Maria on the line. One day I'll say I love you without dressing it in rhyme. If you want me only as a friend, I'll still be on your side. But if you ever want a love that doesn't make you hide, you can always choose this life. You and me and all our late night bus stop cries.
Streets asleep outside, but our lights are on. Movies playing muted while we hum along. Take out on the counter, candles in a jar. You say I don't need fancy, I just need where you are. You're scrolling through your playlist, choosing songs that feel like home. I'm memorizing how you move when you think you're all alone. You say you're not romantic, cause you don't know what to do. But every little ordinary thing is screaming, I love you. This is nighttime for two, just your heartbeat and my heartbeat in a room. We don't need downtown or a heavy neon view, just the quiet and the warmth of me and you. If the world feels too much by the afternoon, we'll save the soft for nighttime for two. You tell me all the reasons you're afraid to let me close, all the people who mistook your love for something they could own. I promise I'm not here to turn your heart into a prize. I just wanna be the place you go to rest your tired eyes. You say, what if I get boring? And I laugh into your chest, cause boring with you here is still better than the rest. We don't have to be a movie, we can just be something true. Two silhouettes at midnight, learning how to make it through. This is nighttime for two, just the fridge humming our secrets in the room. We don't need a skyline or a perfect point of view, just a couch and all the time to be us two. If the day keeps taking parts of me from you, I'll put them back at nighttime for two. Bars. I'll be happy mixing cocoa while you're counting all your scars. Yeah. This is nighttime for two, where your worries fall asleep before you do. We don't have to say forever for this moment to be new. We can just say now and let it bloom. If the only thing I ever get from you is nights like this, that's enough. Nighttime for two. Met you in a station with a coffee in your hand, backpack on your shoulder, no idea where you would land. You said I've got a ticket and a feeling I should go. I said I've got half a mind to follow where you're blown. Take me on that northbound train. I don't care about the town, I just wanna know your name. Windows full of blurry lights and strangers half asleep. We could trade our stories till the daylight starts to creep. If I end up lost with you, that's the best thing I could do. Talked about a sister and a dog you used to have. Said you left a little early when the silence turned to glass. I told you about the way my father never learned to stay. We laughed like it was nothing as the miles slipped away. Take me on that northbound train. I don't care about the map, just promise you'll explain why my heart keeps jumping every time you brush my hand. Like the track beneath our feet is something we could understand. If I end up lost with you, that's the best thing I could do. Maybe when we reach the end, we'll say our thanks and go. Or maybe we'll get off somewhere that neither of us knows. All I know is in this moment I don't feel so torn. Sitting by a stranger who feels like coming home. Take me on that northbound train. I don't need a guarantee, I just wanna feel again. If tomorrow we're just faces passing in a crowded room, I'll be glad I wrote this line and shared this little bloom. If I end up lost with you, that's the best thing I could do. We snuck up on my rooftop with a blanket and a phone. Said we'd only stay a minute, and we watched the stars get old. You complain about the concrete, said your back was gonna break, but you still stay lying next to me, like you didn't need a break. So if the world feels too loud, meet me on my roof somehow. to be tough. I wanted to say same and hold your shaking hands. Instead I made a stupid joke about us starting a bad band. We shared a pair of earbuds, listened to our favorite songs. You sang a little off key, I pretended nothing's wrong. But every time your shoulder bumped a little into mine, I wrote another secret verse about the rooftop and this night. If your house feels like a party that you never really chose, you can climb up here with me and leave the noise below. We don't have to fix the parts you're scared to show in better light. We can just exist as two mistakes who stayed up late tonight. From now, if we stop talking and our lives move out of sync, I'll still think of you at midnight when the air is cold and thin. When the air is cold and thin. If the world feels too loud and you forget what we once knew, you can picture one small rooftop where someone waited there for you. I don't know what will become or if we ever were we, but tonight you're on my roof, and that's enough for me.
You kept your secrets in a jewelry box of feathers and receipts, where love notes from forgotten years and ticket stubs would meet. I watched you fold your childhood into careful paper cranes, hung them from the ceiling so they'd never touch the rain. Oh, porcelain feathers and American dreams, we were so breakable at all our seams. Tried to grow wings out of borrowed beliefs, tried to find God in a grocery receipt. If we never learn the way the grown-ups do, let us stay foolish, let us stay true. Your mother lit her candles for the saints she couldn't name. Your father cursed the ceiling fan for spinning just the same. We learned to pray in whispers to the cracks in bedroom walls. Promised if we ever got out, we would answer every call. Oh, porcelain feathers and American doubt, we were those kids who never quite figured it out. Tried to make halos out of fairy lights, tried to make sense of our parents' fights. If we never fit inside the mist they knew, let us stay fragile, let us stay true.
Now we're older, holding coffee instead of childhood charms. Still afraid of all the ways the world could break our arms, but you still keep a feather in the pocket of your coat. And I still hide old ticket stubs inside the songs I wrote. Old porcelain feathers in a restless land. We're still those kids just holding someone's hand. We never learned the grown-up tricks to do, but what we have is honest, if not new. If belief is just the courage to pull through, then let us stay broken, let us stay true. We were moths to the porch light, bare feet on the wooden boards, radio humming something holy from a half-tuned distant world. You were wearing my old t-shirt, I was learning both your hands. We were rich with almost nothing, just a quiet piece of land. So we danced a little porch light waltz, slow and out of time. Fireflies were metronomes and crickets kept the rhyme. If this is all the heaven we are ever handed down, take this crooked little house, you spinning me around. We counted constellations through the gaps between the leaves, made up stories for the ones we couldn't name or couldn't see. You said someday we'll be older and the porch will start to lean. I said if we're still here dancing, I don't care what that will mean. In our slow porch light waltz, barely brushing floorboard lines, every shadow on the wall looked like we were in our prime. If the future never calls us to a grander kind of town, I'll still want this crooked house, you spinning me around. Begins to blister and the steps begin to creak, when the neighbors move away and we forget the names we keep, let the radio keep humming in its soft and broken tongue. We'll still know the steps we started when we both were almost young. In our porch light walls, faults, every wrinkle's just a rhyme. Every line across your face is another perfect time. If the angels take attendance when the evening settles down, they'll find heaven in this porch light wall. And you spinning me around.
You always struck the match, then blamed the room for catching fire. Called it chemistry when all you really lit was tire. You told me every ex of yours was crazy, just like you. I should've known that was a warning, not a charming shade of truth. I was living off your secondhand thunder, clapping for the lightning you stole. Thought you were a storm till I learned you only roll through everyone who loves you, just to watch them lose their ground. I'm done building houses where you only bring the clouds. Your pain like armor, sharp enough to cut my hands. Anytime I asked for answers, you just said you never planned. You made a joke of every boundary, called me sensitive and sweet, like sturdiness was something you could bully out of me. I was living off your secondhand thunder, mistaking all the noise for truth. Thought your silence was a depth, but it was just another wound. You keep striking at the ground and calling that intense, but all I see is someone who can't own their own defense. One day you'll meet someone who doesn't flinch when you explode, who won't applaud the damage just to keep you on the road. I hope you learn that power isn't making others shake, it's knowing when to soften and admit that you were late. I'm done living off your secondhand thunder. I've got storms of my own, ones that end in gentle rain instead of wrecking every home. You can keep your borrowed lightning burning everything you touch. I'll be somewhere building shelter for the ones who've had enough.
You look at me like I'm not the sum of all my worst nights, like I'm more than just a list of all the times I didn't fight. I keep waiting for your gaze to turn into a microscope, but you just hold me in a frame that leaves a little room for hope. How do you see me so clear, through the smoke and through the fear? I've been walking with my head down like I didn't deserve the sky, but you lift my chin just enough to ask me why. If I could see myself like you do, would I still be so afraid of the truth? I tell you all the stories where I'm always in the wrong. You don't try to fix the ending,
How do you see me so clear through the static in my ears? I've been memorizing reasons that I'm easy to replace, but you hold them in your hands like there's something we can face. If I could see myself like you do, would I finally let this heart break through? Maybe I can borrow for a while the way you say my name. Wear it like a borrowed jacket till it doesn't feel the same. Trust the mirror more than all the ghosts I knew. It'll be because one day I believed you. You saw me clear the whole time. I'll try to see me too. Driving through a city that looks better when it's blurred. Every traffic light a halo, every shadow half a shirt. You're leaning on the window like you're half inside a dream. Soft reflection in the glass, neon ghosts along your cheek. In slow motion city lights, you're the only thing in focus in my mind. Every passing car, every distant bar fades out when you sigh. If the night is just a movie we rewind, I'll keep pausing where talk about the endings of the shows we never start, about the people that we were before we got this good at heart. You say you're scared of quiet rooms, I say I'm scared of noise. Somehow in this soft between, we both remember we have choice. Slow motion city lights, you're a soundtrack only I can recognize. Every faded sign, every crooked line turns pretty when you smile. If this moment is the only thing we own, it's enough to make this borrowed car home. If the morning takes you back to all the lives you lived before, remember how the night once held you like it wasn't keeping score. softest, sweetest light.
You found the soft spot in my armor I forgot was there, right between the jokes I tell and all my practiced I don't care. You asked me how I really was and didn't flinch at what I said. You just nodded, stole my hoodie and made space inside your bed. We stayed up watching videos of dogs we'll never own. You said, look at them, they're happy having absolutely none of it together. I laughed so hard I almost cried. You held me like you knew that somewhere in that stupid meme I saw a bit of you. You're my soft spot, the part of me that finally feels safe enough to talk. You're the it's okay I never thought that I deserved to hear a lot. If I ever say I'm fine when I'm not, promise you'll remember you're my soft spot. I'm always overthinking every word that leaves my mouth, but you mishear half the lyrics and still manage to sing loud. You dance around the kitchen in your socks and mismatched clothes, and every clumsy pirouette just makes my whole heart glow. You tell me you're a bit too much, like it's a warning sign. I tell you I've been starving for too much for my whole life. You say you're not romantic cause you never planned a date, but every time you text, get home safe, I feel my chest inflate. You're my soft spot, my favorite glitch, my chaos tied in knots. You're the mess I never wanna mop, the playlist I won't ever stop if I forget that I'm allowed a lot. I'll look at you and know I hit the jackpot. If we ever have a fight where we don't know what to say, let's agree to sit in silence till the anger melts away. We don't have to be perfect, we just have to be sincere. I'll hold your loud and quiet if you hold mine here. You're my soft spot, where my sharpest edges finally get lost. If the world says I'm too weird or not enough, I'll just shrug and say yeah, but I'm loved. You took every part of me that hurt a lot and turned it into something soft. You're my soft spot. You're my soft spot. You pulled up in a car that smelled like old July. Windows down, a fading sticker on the side. Said I don't know where I'm going, just wait. I laughed and grabbed my jacket, said I'm free today. Take me anywhere the road decides to bend. I don't need a destination, just your voice in both our hands. Let the radio keep guessing what we need. I'll take your jokes, your quiet, and the hum of worn out seats. If somewhere is all we have to share, then take me anywhere. We stopped beside a gas station with a broken sign. Shared a bag of cheap regrets and sugar in the light. You told me about the town you left at 23. I told you about the parts of me I never let them see. Take me anywhere the sky decides to change. I don't care if we
take me anywhere, I'll throw my plans into the breeze. I've been living like a stone that never learned to leave. If this is wrong, I've never wanted to be right. Driving through the soft and shapeless edges of the night. If now is all the future we can bear, then take me anywhere.
Talk about that shit like it saved your life. Like every neon sign rewrote your spine. You say the sidewalks that don't know your name, so you can be a stranger without all your shame. You send me blurry photos of the rivers and the street. Skip the part where you explain why you had to leave. I know that guilt's a language you were never taught, so you just change the subject when it gets too hot. In the city you invented, you're always almost honest, always almost calling when you're drunk enough to care. In the city you invented, you can say you never meant it, and the strangers never ask what you left buried over here. You can start again when no one knows your fear, but you can't erase the part of you that's still back here. It's still back here. I still see you on a platform in a coat that wasn't yours. Eyes already somewhere past the closing doors. You said I'll text when I get settled, then the weeks turned into years. I guess some people are only moving forward gears. Now every time I pass that station, I get phantom limbs of us, little ghosts of conversations that we never had the gut to say out loud without a joke or some deflection in the way. Like honesty was something that we'd have to overpay. In a city you live in, you're always almost present, always almost showing up when no one really sees. In the city you live in, you can blame it on the traffic, on the time zones and the trauma and the way you learn to leave. You can start again when no one knows your fear, but I still live where you forgot to disappear. Maybe someday you'll come back here on a train you didn't plan. Walk the streets you left behind and see the person that I am, not the version that you ghosted on your way to something bright, but the one who learned to live without your half-constructed lie. Keep your city you invented, I will keep you in my stories. Like a hero who just had too much to survive. You were human, you were selfish, you were scared and so was I. Instead of glitter on your hurt, you know where I am, down here in the dirt.
eyes on the windowsill. We swore we'd quit and never did. You carved initials in the paint, said at least we'll leave a mark of what we were. A little bit. We drank our doubts from paper cups, called it trying to stay young. Every night we burned our throats just to say we felt something. All this wasted summer smoke hanging in our lungs and in our clothes. We were trying to look older, but our hearts were underfed, calling self-destruction some romantic kind of death. What a way to waste the days we'll never get. You wore bruises like accessories, said they proved that I was touched. I laughed along and played the corpse, pretended none of this was much. Our friends were falling out of love with everyone except the night we wore our heartbreaks like a medal for surviving through the fight. All this wasted summer smoke curling through the stories that we told. We were trying to feel wanted, so we let them cross the line, then blamed the emptiness on how the stars refused to shine. What a way to waste the hearts we call divine. If we ever have a chance to talk to who we used to be, tell us both that craving pain is not the same as feeling free. You don't have to bleed to prove your veins are full of light. You don't have to lose your youth to feel alive at night. All that wasted summer smoke, I can still taste it when I choke. We were standing in the embers, calling it a fireworks show. Didn't know you can be gentle and still hurt like letting go. If we ever get another set of days, let's waste them learning softer ways.
I used to keep a cigarette for every doubt I couldn't name. Lit them in the kitchen window just to watch them fade away. You walked in on one of many, didn't lecture, didn't plead. You just opened up a window and came to stand with me. You love me without the smoke, without the haze I wrap around my throat. You see the lungs beneath the ash, the heart behind the crash. If I ever learn to breathe in open I could get there. I used to tell the story of the times I messed things up, like they were warnings on my chest to keep you far enough. You listen to my failures like they were old familiar songs. Said you're more than just the verses where you think you did it wrong. You love me without the smoke, without the filter I use on every joke. You see the face behind the mask, the kindness in the cracks. If I ever drop the armor that I wear, it's 'cause you stayed when I was bare. I don't know what you see when you look at someone like me, but I'm starting to believe that it could be something I can learn to be. Stay with me without the smoke. If I shake, just hold my hands and let me choke on all the words I never thought that I deserved to say. If I learn to love this broken chest of mine, it's 'cause your clean eyes called it fine. We kept our promises in coffee cans, buried by the river where the ice began. You said if they survived the thaw, maybe we were meant to last that long. But every letter that we never sent turned into a language only silence understands. We fed our doubts with little lies, called it mercy when we couldn't meet each other's eyes. Oh my love, we were so small, trying to hold back a February wall. If we break here, let it be like branches finally given to the weight of winter sleep. You don't have to stay to make it true. I'll write these words for the winter instead of you. You wore my sweater till the seams gave out, said it felt like armor when your hope ran out. I drank my courage from an empty glass, kept calling every flash of anger just a passing storm at last. We built a house on what we wouldn't say, tiptoeing around the things that wouldn't go away. You held your suitcase like a second spine. I knew the ending by the way you wouldn't cross the painted line. Oh my love, we were so small, leaning on a door that never meant to fall. If we break here, let it be like sunlight through a window no one's washed in 7 weeks. You don't have to stay to make it true. I'll write these words for the winter instead of you. Maybe in another year I'll recognize you by the way you finally let your shoulders down. We'll talk like two survivors instead of what we are right now. Oh my love, we tried so hard to light a fire in a frozen yard. If we melt here, let it be like snow that never learned the word eternity. You don't have to stay, you never did. I'll tuck our skinny little love into the drift. When the cold comes crawling through, I'll read these words for the winter instead of you.